99% of people will go to their grave still terrified, still waking up at 3 a.m. with that feeling in their chest, still shrinking in moments that should be theirs, still watching life happen to other people from behind the glass of their own fear. But not you. Not after today. Because I'm about to hand you 7 dark psychology hacks, the kind they don't teach in schools, the kind therapists charge $300 an hour to slowly walk you toward. And hack number 1 alone will start rewiring your brain in the next 30 seconds. Here's something nobody tells you. Your fear is not a reflection of reality. It's your amygdala, a tiny almond-shaped cluster deep in your brain, doing exactly what it was designed to do 200,000 years ago when your ancestor needed to run from a lion. The problem? You're not being chased by a lion. You're giving a presentation. You're having a hard conversation. You're just living your life, and your amygdala cannot tell the difference. Hack number 1, the gray rock method. Originally designed to deal with manipulative people, but it works just as powerfully on your own fear response. The idea is this: become emotionally boring to the threat. When your brain detects danger, it floods you with emotion, anxiety, panic, dread. And that emotional surge feeds the fear. It strengthens the neural pathway. It tells your amygdala, yes, this is dangerous, keep the alarm going. Gray rock says, starve it. Don't react, don't spiral, don't engage. Go flat, go gray, like a rock that cannot be moved. The moment you stop feeding the emotional loop, the loop starts to die. That is not a metaphor, that is neuroscience. Hack number 2, attention withdrawal. This is going to feel almost too simple, and that's exactly why most people dismiss it and stay stuck. Here's what dark psychology understands that self-help books won't say out loud. Where your attention goes, your brain builds. Every single time you focus on your fear, whether you're worrying about it, researching it, avoiding it, or even fighting it, you are reinforcing the neural feedback loop that keeps it alive. You are handing your fear a shovel and letting it dig deeper. So the hack is deliberate, disciplined withdrawal of focus. Not suppression, not denial, redirection. When the fear surfaces, you acknowledge it exists, and then you consciously shift your attention somewhere else. A task, a breath, a physical sensation in your hands. Do this consistently, and you are starving the neural circuit of the signal it needs to stay strong. The fear gets quieter, not because you conquered it, because you stopped feeding it. Hack number 3, fear reversal. This one changed things for me personally, because I used to think fear and excitement were opposites. Turns out, they are chemically identical. Cortisol, adrenaline, elevated heart rate, heightened senses. Your body doesn't know the difference between terror and the feeling right before the best performance of your life. That is your weapon. Fear reversal is the psychological frame that takes the cortisol your amygdala is pumping through your blood and converts it into fuel. It's not about telling yourself to calm down. Calm down almost never works because you're fighting your physiology. Instead, you lean into the activation. You say to yourself, this feeling means I'm ready. This feeling means it matters. This feeling means I'm alive. Studies out of Harvard show that people who reframe anxiety as excitement perform measurably better on tests, speeches, and high-stakes situations than people who try to suppress it. You don't eliminate the fear, you recruit it. Hack number 4, pattern interrupt. Your fear runs on a script, the same thoughts, the same spiral, the same physical sensations in the same order every time. So you break the script. A sudden physical movement, a sharp breath, saying something out loud that's completely unrelated. It sounds absurd. That's the point. The absurdity is what disrupts the neural pattern mid-cycle before it can complete and deepen. You interrupt the program. You crash the loop. Hack number 5, cognitive reappraisal. This is the slow game, but it hits the deepest. Cognitive reappraisal is the practice of telling a different story about your fear. Not a fake story, not toxic positivity, a more accurate story. Instead of saying, "I'm terrified of public speaking because I might fail and embarrass myself," you ask, "What is actually the worst realistic outcome here, and could I survive it?" Almost always the answer is yes. Your brain created a story about the threat. Reappraisal lets you edit that story with logic, and logic is fear's kryptonite. Hack number 6, systematic desensitization. And this one requires real courage because it means you stop running. The psychology is simple. Avoidance is the fuel. Every time you avoid the thing you fear, your brain logs that as confirmation. Yes, that was dangerous. Good job escaping. So the fear grows every single time, without fail. Systematic desensitization flips that. You build a ladder of exposure, starting so small it almost feels ridiculous, and gradually climbing. Afraid of speaking up? Start by saying one unrehearsed sentence to a stranger. Afraid of failure? Deliberately do something small, badly, on purpose. Each step tells your amygdala, "We went in, we survived." Update the threat assessment. And slowly, level by level, the fear loses its grip. Hack number 7, anchoring identity. The deepest one. Because here's what nobody says. Most people don't just have a fear, they are their fear. It's wrapped into how they see themselves. I'm just an anxious person. I've always been like this. This is just who I am. And that identity, that story you tell about yourself, is more powerful than any technique I've given you today. So here's the rewrite. You are not your fear. You are the one watching the fear. You are the observer. You are the one who noticed the panic, who felt the dread and kept moving anyway. That person, that is your identity now. Anchor to that, return to that every single day until it becomes the truest thing you know about yourself. I'm going to be real with you for a second. I made this video because I know what it feels like to let fear make decisions for you, to sit on the sideline of your own life, to feel like everyone else figured something out that you somehow missed. You didn't miss it. You just haven't had the right tools yet. These 7 hacks are not magic. They are mechanics. They work because your brain is not broken. Your brain is just trained. And anything that was trained can be retrained. So here's what I want you to do right now. One thing. Drop your number 1 fear in the comments. Whatever it is. Heights, rejection, failure, losing someone, being seen. Write it. I read every single one, and I will reply with the exact hack built for your specific fear. Hit subscribe because next week we go even deeper, and I will see you there.